All right, what a great sign. Welcome to Fairbanks, the golden heart of Alaska. I'm back in Fairbanks, but it's actually the end of my trip. I'm returning back here for my flight back to what they say as the lower 48, back to Minneapolis where I started, and I'll continue on my 2021 summer road trip. But yeah, my first time to Alaska. I did a ton of stuff. I was as active as possible, just unfortunately I had a lot of rain during my time here, but it didn't stop me. I still got out there and did as much as I could and hiked as much and saw the sights. I didn't care if I was drenched, I was covered in snow up at the top of a mountain. I did it because that's my passion, getting it done. So I'll quickly run down. I got to the 3 national parks I wanted to: Denali, Wrangell St. Elias, and Kenai Fjords. Denali was disappointing, no way around it. Of course, the weather didn't cooperate. I never even got a real picture of Denali. Whatever. Even on my ride back up here from Anchorage, I stopped at 4 viewpoints trying to get Denali in, and even on a nice day, it was still cloudy around Denali. And then Wrangell St. Elias, it rained most of the time I was there, but still I did hikes. I got to Root Glacier, I did Bonanza Trail, Erie Mine, I did the tour of Kennecott, historic mill and mine, copper mine. Met wonderful Denise and stayed at McCarthy Cabins. And yeah, my propeller bush plane, instead of driving the 60-mile gravel road to and from McCarthy Kennecott, I flew. Funny, on my flight home, after it rained all the time I was there, the clouds parted and I got terrific views from my flight from back to Chittenden, where I left my car. And then I drove, by the way, I don't want to leave out Palmer, Alaska, fantastic. The reindeer farm, and also the West Butte Trailhead, fantastic, overlooks the mountains and everything. One of the highlights, definite, was West Butte Trailhead in Palmer. I highly recommend it. And the reindeer farm in Palmer, you could absolutely feed the reindeer and make nice to them. An hour tour was fantastic. And yeah, I drove Seward Highway, 127 miles from Anchorage down to Seward. Seward's a terrific harbor boat town. Right, it's the home to Kenai Fjords National Park. Exit 3.5 off of Seward Highway is what's known as Exit Glacier. And there, I did the Harding Icefield Trail. Unfortunately, it rained most of the time I was there, but still, I got to see a lot of Exit Glacier. It was unique. Harding Icefield Trail, 8 to 9 miles round trip. Difficult, strenuous. You get up into the snow in the mountains, but it looks out over, the Exit Glacier. And yeah. And even I did then Kenai Fjords. I did the 8.5-hour boat tour, cruising out to Northwest Fjords Glacier. That was fantastic. I did these cardiac waterfalls, fantastic. And of course you do whale watching and all sorts of, they're out on the look for wildlife. But Kenai Fjords, that Northwest Fjord in Kenai Fjords on the boat cruise was so memorable. It was colorful, literally, plowing right through ice. Got some great photos there. And Seward, yes, is great. Boat town. And then I also even went into Whittier. I had heard Whittier was fantastic. I spent a day there, but it rained as well. Yeah, eventually, making my way back into Anchorage, up to Fairbanks. Stinks so much of the rain, but still fulfilling first trip mostly to Alaska, and I still got 5 more national parks to do, so I'll certainly come back and visit. I got Gates of the Arctic, Lake Clark, Kobuk Valley, Katmai National Park, and I'm drawing a blank here, Glacier Bay. Glacier Bay, so 5 more national parks, hopefully next year. Come back, do some more exploring and checking national parks off my list. Anyways, now I'm heading back into the town of Fairbanks. Gonna go have some authentic barbecue, a place I found on Yelp, and then, yeah, return my rental car, and it's back out, flying out this evening on a red-eye back to Minneapolis. About a 5-hour nonstop flight. Anyways, thank you Alaska, thank you Fairbanks for having me for a few days, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.